I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick while Allie gets everything going. This is kind of funny. Maybe you'll laugh. Maybe you're gonna think I'm just like absolutely the worst person in the whole wide world. But anyway, last November I got on dating apps. Okay. Type a 1 in the comments if you've ever been on a dating app. All right, 49, got on dating apps. And as y'all are gonna laugh at this. There's actually a funny story about this. Okay, Leslie, we can, talk behind the scenes. I was filling out my profile and like, it's a little like strange. It's not going to say, it's very weird to talk about yourself. But anyway, Tish was like, Christy, I don't think you should put that you're 6 foot. I think you need to put 5'11". It's kind of like when you have a house on the market and you say like, $299 versus 300. Like you don't want to get yourself outside of the search engine. I was like, okay, all right, great point. And so I did. And so I'm now dating this guy, but no lie, we show up at our first date and we're walking on the sidewalk and he's like, and I could just tell he's like, this girl lied. So anyways, that is the story about
height,
the 6 footers.
the 6 footer. I was 5'11" and a half until I just admitted I was 6 feet.
So anyways,
Anyway,
it's not worth it, but anyway, it is what it is.
Well, good morning, everybody. We are, I mean, it's kind of fun to start September on September 1st. To like, for once, RRC is going to be easy, right? It's like, second week of the month, 14 days, right? September.
So who's going to go put up their fall wreath on their front door today?
Oh, I did that like last week, actually. That's the only thing I've done. It is time pulling out the orange cushions or pillows, throw pillows. Just kidding. I don't have any of those. But anyway, happy September, you guys. I feel like it's time to start putting Christmas lists together. And if I feel like that, then guess who else feels like that? All of our customers. I had someone shop a sample sale yesterday or a couple days, not sample sale, this birthday bash flash sale. Okay. That I did and had no idea if anybody would shop it because we'd had the birthday mega party the week before that we also called the birthday bash. But instead of like overthinking it and thinking that my customers are living in my VIP group and analyzing and paying attention to my strategy, I thought I'm just going to put it out there and it's going to be called Birthday Bash also. And last week was Birthday Bash, but there are people that celebrate their birthdays all month long. Like who celebrates their birthday all month long? Okay. Yes. Laura's like, I do. So I decided, and Tanya's the one that told me, actually, I don't know if she's here, but I don't see you. I'm sure she's here. She's always here, but I'm not seeing her right now. She's the one that told me, Allie, we celebrate birthday month all month long. Because I asked her, do you think it's too soon for me to do this birthday bash? Anyway, this woman spent $450. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to send her invoice first. Because I need to know if she's going to change her mind on things. She paid that sucker. And she messaged me this morning and she said, I might have gone overboard, but I have a lot of Christmas gifts now that I can give if I don't keep it all for myself. But isn't that the truth? And I messaged her back and I was like, I totally assumed 3/4 of it was Christmas presents because why wouldn't it be? She was like, how can you pass up those prices? So anyway, that is the mode that a lot of people are in right now. And that's what September is all about. And that's why September can be I think our vision for September needs to, I think we can even expect more out of September than if you were kind of thinking, okay, September is just going to be, October, November will be better. No, September is really when it starts. And so I'm super excited about that. Christy, how did we say we were going to kick this off? I kind of forgot already.
Okay. So one of the things we wanted to do was, first of all, type the number of RRC that you earned in August. We're gonna do a little celebrating first. Type the number that you earned in the comments. What numbers did you earn? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? So what did you earn? We want to know. We want to celebrate. There was a new RRC level 3 bracelet announced today. So it was fun to kind of see something new because the last 2 have been from the collection launch. So something to set your eyes on, but we always like to look back and celebrate what we were able to accomplish. So cheers to you on that. Okay. How many of you guys earned the honeycomb bracelet type A? Let's say if we've done 1 through 5, type a 6 in the comments if you earned the honeycomb bracelet the last 2 weeks of the month, which was 2,000 in sales. Okay. Congratulations to all of you 6s that are going to be getting that beautiful honeycomb bracelet. And in honor of Tanya Trombley, remember all of these amazing incentives that we get as stylists. Share those in your social media and take pre-orders in case they come. Dangle that carrot because people will be like, well, maybe I want to be stylist. They get all this fun, cute stuff. So, okay. Sangria, number 7. Type a 7 in the comments if you earn that sangria bracelet by selling 5,000 the entire month of August. It is gorgeous. We shared last week. I think it was last week on this coffee doc. We went in and looked at Taylor's Insta stories, the Park Lane Insta stories. It is so gorgeous. Again, use that to take pre-orders. And then lastly, and we already celebrated one promotion that was Jennifer. How many of you promoted in the month of August and you're going to be getting the beautiful, is it called Prism? Yeah, Prism bracelet, which now is extended through September. So how many of you promoted branch, area, division, senior division, whatever you promoted to? Type.
Put that
Prism.
in the comments. Put that in the comments. Put the level, the career level in the comments.
Type your career level. Yes, what you promoted to. That's a great idea. And that you got the beautiful Prism bracelet. And we'll go ahead and take that and announce that it was extended through September. And so just in honor of what Allie said, September is a kickoff month for fall and holiday. The momentum you create in September, trust me on this, will build your October, which will build your November, etc. It is a big, big month. And I'm actually super excited because school started earlier most places. So I feel like we're kind of out of that school starting yikes transition, which was honestly, I feel like on steroids this year, because last year, even though school started, all the extracurriculars didn't start like they did this year. And things are like crazy. So I feel like we're past that and we can truly go September 1st, game on. So Allie loves to do this. I love to do this too, but she always reminds, we wanted to take, 5 minutes to share some.
Hold on, you forgot one.
What did I forget?
The Ellie earrings. If you sponsored and qualified a stylist.
Type Ellie.
Okay. The Ellie earrings. If you sponsor, type Ellie if you got that, because that can't be forgotten.
No. In fact, I saw a lot of team sponsoring this last month, which I think is testament to people make decisions this time of year. They start thinking about what they want to do once kids go back to school. They start thinking about how they're going to pay for Christmas. They start thinking about life changes. They have time for that, etc. So we're getting more people joining, which is also, we have a recession. So that is a huge thing right now.
And a sign-up special again, but we're about to go through that. But before we do, okay, I didn't want to forget that because that needed to be celebrated too.
Please, Allie. Okay, so do you want to kick off what you love doing?
Yes, I love doing this, and I hope that you guys do too. So wins of the month. We usually do win of the week, but you can share a win of the week or you can share a win of the month. So I would love maybe 2 or 3 of us to share just something that you're like, just really happy about, massively proud of, or a little bit proud of, because, hashtag winning. Sometimes it's about the day. And so who would love to share a win of the week? Please, 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 someone share.
Or win of the month.
Or a win of the month.
Can be anything. You're proud you called somebody on your chicken list, whatever it is.
Yep. Anyone?
Raise your hand. Use the reactions at the bottom of the screen to raise your hand if you would like to share just a win of the month, something you're proud of, something that you think other people. Okay, Crystal, I see a hand. Crystal.
I have no idea why my camera will not work. So I'm really sad. because I'm wearing a new dress too, just for this call. No. I did the birthday bash sale. I can't remember who posted on the landing page, and I just kind of saw it my Monday or Tuesday, and I was like, oh, I'll just do it. I've had a personal party open all month. And so I had like $100 in there. I was like, oh, well, maybe I can just get it qualified. You know, it's double points, whatever. So I ended up having, I think I had 3 or so people order from that, and generated about $400 in sales within 24 hours. So I closed a party from a previous hostess, but then got that extra $400, which ended up being over $500. So I had like almost a $1,200 week 5. Yay.
Which is awesome, because double. And it also just shows, and I want to actually, can we all just say thank you to Allie? Allie, you created that landing page.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys, it takes a village to run this tribe, and all of us share stuff. And when you create and share, thank you, Amber Glaze. She shared some bundle images she made in the last few days of the month. And what it does is, all of a sudden, a Crystal Elwell is like, well, that looks easy and fun. I'll throw that out there. And look, you just help make her family money, get her closer to Cabo. So thank you to all that share. Another win. Okay, Jennifer, I see Jennifer's hand.
Yep, Jennifer.
Okay, so I don't know how you put the hand back down, but so I'm just so thankful for this company. I really am. I mean, I've been in so many different companies, and, you know, to be able to put the work in, like I shared, to be able to put the work in and just be faithful. And I think it was Tanya that said, just put the work in and let it sit. You know, it's like, that's all we can do, you know? So for me, it's been such a blessing to just put the work in, leave it, let it lay, and watch what God does. And I'm just very thankful for that. And to see other people, you know, promote underneath you is such a blessing, because that's what it's all about, right? Helping other people. So, and to make their days, you know, give them some extra income for their families. So I'm very thankful to be here. So thank you, all of you.
I love that, Jennifer. I don't know who was on the call. I don't know if I talked about this last week or the week before. Trusting the process, you know, making the process the goal and not the event. Like, what was it that we make a bigger deal about the event, meaning the goal, the outcome, if you earn it or not, versus the process. And thank you for saying that, because I was looking for a reason to say that again today, and you gave me the reason. So I love that. Thank you. And whatever Tanya says, do it. So
Amen.
Lucky, seriously, amen. Anybody else?
Anybody else?
I mean, it was a great month. Surely we have someone else that had something good happen. Surely I'll call on someone, and you'll have to share something.
Maybe
I want to share if I can.
Okay,
Okay,
Lindsay,
yes,
yes, please.
Okay, and y'all, I'm driving, but I'm not on a busy road. I joined last year. Jerry is my, whatever you call him, sponsor, supervisor. I don't know. I know that's the wrong term, but I have decided to relaunch my business. I had my highest month ever last month. I had $1,300, which I know is small, but it's the most amount I've sold so far. I have recently lost my job, so I'm fully it's a distraction. Any kind of supplemental income right now helps me. I've been a nurse for 27 years and finding myself without employment for the first time. So anyway, I wanted to say thank you for everything. I'm trying to do all the training and all the things right now just to be as successful as I can be.
Thank you for sharing that, Lindsay. I love it.
Yes, thank you for sharing. I love that you shared 1,300 was your largest month. I think so often we are so hard on ourselves when we get FOMO or comparison, you know, which puts us into analysis paralysis and all the things. And you see celebrations of, you know, big months or whatever that is for you, or the Sangria base at 5,000. Listen, 1,300 your biggest month, you're winning. what did Allie say? It's about a win of a day. Like you're winning. And so cheers to you, because it's about getting better every single day. And you're showing up here and you're getting tips. And so cheers. And thank you for sharing.
Y'all, I learned a long time ago. You have Tish Mefford and Christy Goodman as your sisters. You have to compete with yourself. So otherwise it's like, I mean, I had our old, the chairman of my past company came up to me one day. I still remember this. And Tish had just done something. And he came up to me and he said, so who's going to be next, you or Christy? And I was like, I don't even know. That's not how I run. Like, that is not going to work with me. And I still remember it to this day. And so we always compete with ourselves. So Lindsay, thank you for sharing that. Okay. Paulette, her hand is up.
Thank you. My biggest month was actually last month. So I had over 5,100 and finally reached out to, I actually converted a party over to, she joined. So that's how I got qualified to be a branch. So that's what happened to me. So I was really
and now you're earning 35% on your sales. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yay, permanent pay raise. That's awesome. And then Amy has her, and maybe we'll take one more. Amy, she had her hand up.
Oh, wait, Amy, you're muted. I know you're trying to unmute. You'll find it. We'll wait on you. That's all right.
I'll speak for Amy that she is killing it. I am. So this is Crystal. I'm in the dark, but as she's unmuting, let me just tell you that when Amy joined, the same week that she joined, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. So she kind of walked through that journey, needed something fun and beautiful in her life. And Park Lane did that. She had surgery in January. Amy, let's go. Come on. And then, oh, there she goes. Anyway, so then she just poured herself. Once she recovered from that, she never lost sight of what she wanted. She never lost belief in this business. And she is like recruiting. She's doing all the things. And Amy, take it away.
Hey, I can't talk after you. I can't believe that. Make me cry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't remember what I was going to brag on. No, at the beginning of the summer, we did making the most of your summer. And I printed off the calendars. I started writing the things in. I made plans, and I look back on my sales, and it's just great. I mean, I did this stuff and it worked. And it has brought me a lot of joy this summer. So thanks a lot. And that's my win, is that and my desk is such a mess, but like I printed the calendars and I said, this is when I'm available and this is what I'll do. And it wasn't perfect. I think I actually only did about 50% of what I planned, but oh my gosh, I'm on the cusp of a promotion, maybe to area pretty soon. And I'm just really excited. So it worked. That's what I want to say, is it works.
That's amazing. Well, I'll tell you what, success isn't pretty. It never looks pretty.
My gosh.
So if your desk is
We're
a mess,
clean.
something's happening there. Work is happening if it's a mess. Okay. I see Tammy and Rose. So we'll take Tammy and Rose. Tammy, go ahead. You're next.
Good morning. So my August was crazy personally. I had kids in camp. I was in multiple cities, and it just Park Lane wasn't, I wasn't able to make it a huge priority. But I wanted to be sure I got at least my $500 in, which I did. And I received actually a gift from you, Allie, and it was one of the Consistency Club recognitions. And I just, it was a realization for me that Park Lane and you guys, all of you, are the girlfriends and the cheerleaders I didn't know I needed. And they, it was one of those things that reignited that focus and that flame, so that I know that September is going to be a whole lot better. And in addition to that, Tanya sent me a message, personally, and it was just one of those one of those times in life when you like realize like I am really fortunate to have good people around me and good women around me, and to be with a group that actually walks the walks and talks the talk when they say that they are there for each other and building each other up and want success for each other. So for me, that was a huge win, because I have been in other organizations where it's a different climate, and things are a lot more competitive rather than pulling each other up. You're like clawing to the top. So for me, it was just a realization that I am in the right place, and that I will get back on track, and that I have surrounded myself with the right people. So that was a huge win for me.
Thank you for saying that. And congrats.
Tammy, I'm going to say it's a huge testament. And Allie and I promised each other, we were like, we're not going to get off agenda. We're not going to tell all these stories. It's almost impossible. Okay. But when you say that, it is a huge reason why Allie and I and Tish were attracted to Park Lane when we joined Park Lane, because the compensation plan here really does drive the action, and the way Park Lane recognizes and incentivizes and pays us is not fear-based. It's very encouragement based. And so, all of the things, for example, you never lose. I forget who we were looking at that promoted to branch. Now I can't find your face, but maybe Paulette, it was you, right? You promoted, the 35% pay raise forever. You've been at other companies, that's not how it is. And so there's a culture of, and you start over each month having to re-earn your ranking. And so then it creates a different team culture, because everybody does kind of have a little bit of a self need, at hand. So I thank Park Lane a lot for the culture that Shirley Levine created years ago, and that it is 100% encouragement based. And I love it, because I've been in another company and experienced differently as well. So anyway, we're in the right spot. Okay, Rose, and then we'll get on agenda.
I had to turn my camera off. I just wanted to say that I'm still learning. I think I reached level 2 in the Rich Rewards. I could have done 3, but I didn't. My class down, right? So I just wanted to share that it's a lot. I looked at, when Allie sent the text, I looked at my sales and I'm like, hey, wow, that was just a really good, August is a good month for me. I just only been in for about a month. So it was just an eye opener. This is exactly where I needed to be.
Rose, thank you for sharing that. And if you were kind of distorted a little bit, but because I know what you were saying, I'll share. She was saying that for some reason, I don't know why the signal, your voice is a little bit distorted, but she hit RRC level 2. She's brand new, it's her first month. She went and booked 5 parties because her friend and sponsor, Susan, told her to, and gave her words to reach out to people. And she told her people that she was booking her first 5 parties, and would they be willing to be one of her first 5. Okay. And so she, I think, has done 3, closed 3 parties this month, her launch being one of them. And I think all of them got to 10 orders, and she hit RRC level 2. And she was saying that, I think what you were saying was that you weren't sure where you were, but a few days before the end of the month, I sent a text basically saying, by the way, you're kind of on track for this, not sure if you're going for it, And so, anyway, she looked and pushed for it. So I'm proud of you too, Rose. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so Christy, do we want to talk about what we're going to talk about?
Yes, so we want to go into the promotions. First of all, just thank you guys for sharing. I think all of us love hearing other people. Like, I think it's really powerful for us to hear what other people do within the tribe. And so thank you guys for getting vulnerable and sharing, etc. Okay, so we're going to talk about our promotions for the month, or at least for the next 2 weeks. So first and foremost, and please, I don't have them pulled up in front of me. I'm literally going to go by memory. Okay. First and foremost, let me just share. Did everybody see these beauties? Did y'all see the perfect 10 get announced? Okay, so we have the Perfect 10 incentive for 2 weeks, correct? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Perfect 10 incentive for 2 weeks. In fact, I'm going to put one of these on the white card so you guys can see the beautiful, beautiful color of this pink impression earring. So if you have never been around for a Perfect 10 incentive, when your parties get to 10 orders, all of your customers are able to order these for just a shipping and handling cost. Okay. It is an incentive for the hostess to help you and the customers to shop to get to 10 orders. Use this incentive to help push those party sizes up. So that's good for 2 weeks. We also have the spend 90, go get a zinger for $30, and then you can get a $100 free item. Okay. So it moved from 67 up to 90, which is typically where we're at, which personally I like because it pushes up the the commissionable. Okay. So spend 90, get a zinger, then you get your $100 free item. There is free shipping. Free shipping. I want everybody to like put your phones down, quit texting, whatever, through Labor Day.
On all orders.
All orders, free shipping. Tish, in fact, we might already have, let me see real quick. Yes, we already have the images. Amazing Sarah Thomason, who has her son like at the doctor getting plugs in his ears or something like this. She has already gotten our free shipping images out for us. So those will be in boards and shared. So any size order through Labor Day. What does that mean? You got some carrots to dangle over the next 5 days.
We have to tell people. Yes.
You got to tell people, you got to go live. You got to use this as a promotion. Okay. We are event promoters. The event is free shipping. So we go promote the event. Okay. We have, okay. Guess what? Allie, you're going to have to tell me the name of it.
It's called the Harvest.
The Harvest bracelet. Okay, you guys, the Harvest bracelet. You can earn this price. Liz, were you just clapping? I can see Liz being all over this. Okay, this is the Harvest bracelet. It's a baby signature bracelet that you can earn the first 2 weeks of September when you sell
1,500.
Thank you.
Yeah.
1,500 net and non the first 2 weeks of September. Okay. 1,500. It's called the Harvest bracelet. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's the baby signature with the beautiful details all over the sides. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. Okay.
And it has this color in it. See that kind of pinky color? I'm wearing it with, I ran by and got Tish's. I'm wearing it with rose gold. It's beautiful with rose gold because it has that pinky color in there. So anyway.
And it looks gorgeous with the Perfect 10 earrings. Okay. So you want that. So that is going on for us. Allie, what am I missing?
So we have a sign up special in the first 2 weeks. And we should be sharing our screen going through this, but there is it's called the Glow Impression Bracelet. So it's kind of cool that they're doing a specific item. I think this might be the first time that they've done a specific item as I want to show y'all. Hold on, I don't have it pulled up, but here it is. The Glow Impression Bracelet. So for the first 2 weeks, new stylists can get this Glow Impression Bracelet. So it's kind of like, it looks like a hematite setting and then maybe kind of a taupey. I'm not real sure, but it looks amazing. So new stylists get that with their sign up. They'll have that, I'm sure, sent with their kit. So someone was asking me the other day, is there going to be a sign up special in September? And I was like, I have no idea. And I could not even remember if they did one last year, but y'all, September is a month that is kind of like January. Like January, people are behind the holidays are behind them. And they're kind of like, okay, what do I want to accomplish this year? Right. Then life happens. Okay. And then the summer happens and many people are like the crazy summer, right? And then September comes when things kind of are a little more peaceful. And it's like they think about what they haven't yet done this year. And it's kind of like the second January of, okay, we're a little over halfway through the year. What can I still accomplish? And maybe being on a budget. I have this budget thing here in front of me. So that word came in front of me. maybe like budgeting was something they wanted to do this year and they didn't quite do that. So now they're like, how can we take the trip? How can I not go into debt for Christmas? So September is a really big month. And I love that we have a reason. We don't need a reason, but we have a reason. That's weird. Anyway, to talk about signing up as if the opportunity isn't the best reason ever.
And it's the first 2 weeks. I just
Yes.
wanted to clarify. So I typed that in the chat, you guys. First 2 weeks. So don't hesitate. First thing I would do is reach out to those you talked to before. Guys, people's schedules change, their lives change, different needs pop up. They have time to breathe, whatever. Maybe it's this bracelet. I mean, Allie and I joined on October 31st, 2008, because there was an extra $100. We ran and signed up right before we went and took the kids trick-or-treating. Like that was the reason we did it that day. I don't know if we ever would have taken the leap. I mean, it's crazy to think it's stuff like this that does get people taking action. But it's just psychological. So share it first with those you've talked to in the past. Like, hey, no, we've talked about this in the past. Want to let you know we're offering this right now. Would you like me to send you a 7-minute video about Park Lane? You're not asking them to join, but it is your excuse to reach out and you're asking to watch the video, and then you got to follow up. Okay. So sign up special. What else, Allie? Is there something else
Well, and the sign up special is going to help towards any rank advancement in the month of September. So the prison bracelet for the rest of September. So I want you to keep in mind, if you or those on your team bring new people on, you need to think about if you can promote. You need to have promotion on the calendar if recruiting happens, because it just is that simple. You got to reach up. If you're not real sure what it is to promote, reach up. You can look at the comp plan, but most of the time conversations have to happen around it. And those two things need to be on your goal for the month of September, not just sponsoring. Because if you'd like to bring someone in September, then you need to think about promoting in September too. Okay. If someone on your team brings someone on, then you need to think, okay, what is it? You need to know what it takes to get to the next level. All right. So anyway, okay. So those are the things. Let
me just say, Cheryl, in case y'all aren't reading the comments, Cheryl has already sent this out to 25 people today, already letting them know. That just majorly inspired me. This is how we inspire each other, you guys. This is literally what our community is about. And so when you do things, share, because it just kind of makes you go, well, if Tyler can do that, I can do that. Melissa can do that. Maybe I should do that. Okay. And sometimes we get so tunnel visioned on whatever our to-do list is. So awesome. Okay. Allie, we got, 2 things. Number 1, take notice. Saturday, we have a booking blitz, a team booking blitz this Saturday. If you are a weekend warrior, you want to work your weekend, not all weekend. You want to use 30 minutes. You want to use an hour to blitz. You want to get ahead on this September concept that we are talking about. You want to get ahead on the September incentive I announced for my dream catchers today that I'm so excited about. Weekend warriors rule. And so we have a treasure tribe booking blitz. So stay tuned. Allie, do you know what time it's at?
I think it's at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Central Time. So put it on your calendar, join the blitz. Second thing is a Labor Day social sell will be shared today, right, Allie?
Yes, and everyone needs to do this. Don't worry about if you did the birthday bash last weekend. Here's what's happening on Labor Day. People are looking for sales. I was looking on websites the other day for dining room tables. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to look at anything until this weekend, because you give yourself permission to shop for stuff that you want anyway, because it's Labor Day, and you do it sooner than later because of the sales. So run the social sale.
Yes, the end.
Run
it. Okay. So we are going to now, any questions? Let me just stop there for a second. Any questions, guys, on the promotions? Anything we missed? Anybody needs to share? No? Jerry, you look pretty. in green. I just saw you. Okay. So Allie and I are really excited to continue a discussion we started last Saturday. One of the things I don't think that we can talk enough about is the non-negotiables that need to happen before, during, and after a party.
Christy,
Okay.
should I share my screen? I have that document up on my screen.
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
You guys can screenshot this, etc. And the reason I know that we're onto something, and the reason we're sharing and talking about this again, is because Allie and I both do a system Saturday call with our teams on Saturday mornings. And what happens is we end up on the phone like 8:30 in the morning, having our coffee con leche. And we talked about this and we planned this, and afterward, both of us got amazing feedback, not because we're awesome, because it's a concept that people constantly need to be reminded of. What are the things we need to do to increase our party averages? Like, let's do the same amount of work and get paid more, okay? To increase the number of people that join the group, to increase the participation, to increase, your hostess's communication with you and her desire as well as action for doing the things that you suggest. Ultimate and to get more parties more parties booked, yes, but to get more orders after the party, because it's not over after the live, guys. In fact, I'm getting more than half of my orders after that time. So we are going to review these details because we know that it makes a difference, and you can't hear it often enough, and you might not have participated in one of the other calls. So what we've done is we've broken this into 3 categories. Non-negotiables, okay? Non-negotiables for before the party, during the party, and after the party. And we're only going to talk about non-negotiables before the party today. Tish reviewed some of this on the Treasure Talk on Monday, but we wanted to just drill down into more details on the specifics of before the party. So Allie, do you want to start with when I booked the party? Because this is actually one of Allie's fortes.
Yeah, I will. And I think we can just switch off from day to day, so make it not boring. So I feel like so when I book the party, non-negotiable, get on the phone with the hostess. Okay. It is the thing that makes the difference from other people's and other companies' online parties and our online parties. All right. I talk to people that are like, oh, the Facebook party is dead. I'm like, no, it's not. I guarantee you have never spoken to your hostess before. And I say that with a little bit of arrogance because I am 150% confident that is not the only difference. The programs we have also lend towards it too, but get on the phone with that hostess, literally like when you book the party. I did a party last night. Someone texted me party. I haven't even had a chance to do carts and act because I was at a football game last night. She had no idea I was. And thanks to StreamYard. And I haven't even had a chance to ask anybody else to do a party yet. So I will get on the phone with that woman today or tomorrow to talk about her date and to just talk about the party. Okay. So on that phone call, I get to know her. I will ask her, so how do you know Sonia? That one question right there just opens up anything to find that you have in common. My goal for that conversation, and your goal needs to be, what do you have in common? Okay. So she'll tell you, oh, our kids go to school together. Oh, we work together. Oh, we're neighbors. Oh, there's only so many parts of our life, right? So, oh, kids, do you have them? Do you not? What are the ages? Maybe you have similar ages kids. You just ask her another question. Oh, we work together. Oh, well, what do you do? Because I actually don't remember what Sonia does, because that's not how Sonia was connected to Terry. And so we didn't talk about Sonia's job. Whenever I talked about her job, we talked about the volunteer thing that she did with Meals on Wheels. Okay. Because that's how she had met the previous hostess. All right. And so ask her and you got to find something in common, because when you have something in common, you are no longer a salesperson. You are like her. She trusts you, and you're going to be the guide and the guide to how to have a good party. And she's going to be like, oh, Allie, I know her now. She's, you know, I like her. I know her. She also has a 13-year-old. She also is Latin. She also, whatever, you know, you find something in common. And so she's more willing to take your steps, like to implement and do her part. All right. But then also explain the party process to her. I like to say, okay, a big question I get from my hostesses is how's the party going to go? And like, how do we invite? Okay. So my role is this. I do all the back end. I create the party. I'll do the invites. I do the post and I do the live. Your role is you bring your friends. And that's the whole invite process. So we'll do like basically 3 steps. I'll have you invite people, and then we'll see how many people join the group initially. And then we'll do reminders. Okay. And there might be some follow-up afterwards, but that's generally it. But don't worry, I will. Each day I'll tell you what to say. You don't even have to think about what to do because I'll tell you exactly what to do. So, but right now, all you need to be doing is just put your list together. You know, I encourage like 75 to 100 to invite to that Facebook group. So anyway, do you have any questions? Okay. And then she may have a question. The other thing that I will share, you know, depending on how that conversation goes, I may or may not say, you know, have you ever thought about doing something like this? That usually comes up because of something that I've gotten to know her through, like, you know, the Meals on Wheels. Well, have you ever thought about something that I can tell fundraising is important to you? Park Lane has a really amazing fundraising program where it's like they do a 50% give back. I mean, I know a lot of ladies that love doing that because fundraising is passionate to them. Have you ever thought about doing something like this because of that? I mean, from Terry, I got a no. No. Okay. You know, whatever. So may or may not, depending on the conversation. All right. Honestly, there's always a way to bring it up, but sometimes I get lazy. It's not perfect. And then the day before the party opens, I always text the hostess, okay, your party's opening tomorrow. Can't wait to invite your friends. I'll text you when the group is up. So that's before the party even starts. So there is some conversation and communication that happens before that party group opens, because I guarantee you she will forget that party is even happening because she's also not putting Facebook party. She doesn't know it starts on this day and you know, the live is on them. She has no idea. So we have to tell her. So anyway, that's when I booked the party. I don't care if the party is happening in 3 weeks or if the party is next week.
Okay. So, we talked about when the party's booked. The day before the party group opens, Allie lets her know it's tomorrow. Okay. Let me highlight something on that. Here's why that's so important. Allie shared, but I want you to put yourself in hostess's shoes. Are you a nurse? Are you a teacher? Are you a medical assistant? Are you, you know, I'm like totally focused on the medical industry because that's what I did for 14 years, 13 years. You know, whatever you do, you plan your day ahead. If you wait till the morning of and you tell her party group opens today, she might go, oh crap, I've got this, and this. When am I going to do this? She might get anxiety and she might cancel on you. It's happened to me all because I'm not perfect. Like Allie's not perfect. But that's why you want to give her a heads up the day before and be like, girl, I'm so excited. Party group happens tomorrow. You know, party opens tomorrow. I'll be in touch. Hugs and kisses, emoji. Okay. So day the party group opens. Allie has done such a great job in breaking this list down into hostess's job, stylist job. Okay. Hostess's job is you invite her to the group. Well, that's your job. Invite her to the group, but she's going to invite 75 to 100. And remind her why. So you can use the words in boards, okay? And I'm just going to highlight where that is. So if you go to boards, to the Treasure Tribe board, and you go to hostess coaching, and you go to day 1, the party group opens, it will literally share with you the focus for the day, which is a lot of what we are sharing here, okay? It's there for you. There is a message for you to send her, okay, that tells her what to do. Also includes the party link for her to join. And then there's also a message. Well, that's if you do save the dates. There's an additional message in there for you to share. Some people do save the date, some people do not. I also like to voice message her because if you've done step 1, like Allie said, and you talked to her when you booked the party, she might have forgotten 75 to 100. Y'all, this is not what she does. Okay. You are her coach. And so I like to voice text because I think it just brings on a different relationship and, you know, the inflection of your voice, your excitement, and just let her know, hey girl, so excited. Click on the link. Let me know that you've joined the group so I can approve you, because my groups are set that they have to be approved if they're not a friend. And then, click on the invite button and invite around 75 to 100. I know, girl, it sounds like a lot, but remember, it's this Facebook. We're just trying to catch people that see the notifications. You know, you can invite your cousin in Florida, your, high school friend in Kentucky. Think about, just go to invite and click, 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 click. I literally say that on the voice text, click, 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 click. You want to invite about 25 at a time, because Facebook gets kind of funny sometimes, it'll block you. So do like 25, answer a text message. Do about 25, brush your teeth. Do about 25, unload the dishwasher. This is literally what I say, because people need to know. They don't need to wait 3 hours, because then they're going to forget. Okay. But go ahead and invite 75 to 100, because remember, my goal for you is 10 orders, because I want you to get the max that Park Lane offers. And that's a $400 shopping spree. So we're going for numbers here. But I'm excited. Thank you so much. And just remember, we'll see who joins, and then we'll do a reminder tomorrow, or a individual text tomorrow. Okay. So that's what you have her do. And then the stylist job I just covered as well. Okay. So that's day 1. Allie, you want to move on to day 2?
Yes. And the reason why I have on some of these lines in here, see boards for words, is because my goal for this document was for it to be 1 page, like a 1-pager. So you could possibly even use it as a checklist. Whenever I was doing in-person shows, I had a checklist for each party, and I put the name of the hostess at the top, and I just would go through these things, and it made sure that I dotted my I's and I crossed my T's and I did everything. Okay. Cause I want to get paid well on this party. And if I have, I'm going to be paid half on it. So, okay. So day 1, I call it get people in the group day. Actually, I tell my hostess that today is get people in the group day. So she's like, that's my job to get people in the group. Day 2 is grow the group and engage day. So basically the hostess, her job, my job is to tell her what to do. Right. But essentially I tell her, okay, today you have 14 people in the group. Not everybody sees the notification. It depends on when people get on Facebook. Some people get on 8 a.m. and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12, and some don't get on until like 10 o'clock at night. So here's a screenshot of all those that haven't yet joined, and I will screenshot that. Pick 25 to text them, hey, you might have missed it, would love for you to join, and I will send you exactly what to do. Okay. Or you can text more of that if you want to. I will drop that seed. Obviously, the more you message, the more people will be in there, but I'm like, just choose your top 20 to 25 to actually send them a personal text. But the explaining of the why is it very important. And the why is, how many times have you gotten a response from someone that says, oh, I'm sorry, I don't get on Facebook very often. And how often have you gotten a notification on Facebook that's like, you have 3 days left to join this group, and you were invited a month ago and you never saw it? And so I will tell that to the hostess too. When they see the logic, when it's so freaking logical that it doesn't even make sense not to do it, then they follow through with it. Okay. And then I also tell her to, go in there, and we don't want crickets. I got this from Jessica Powers, we don't want crickets in the group. So make sure and post, comment on all the posts and heart all the posts. You don't have to be in there all day long, because I don't want them to think they have to be in there all day long. Just like maybe, when you're having your coffee and when you go to bed at night, just go in there and answer whatever questions I'm asking in the post. I might say, which of these pieces that you love, or it may be a this or that. And it just adds energy and excitement. And imagine if you're like having this party at home and you're hiding in your room or I'm like talking about the jewelry and you're over in the corner not saying a word, your friends would be like, well, does she not like this jewelry? She invited all of us over here to see this. So your energy totally adds to the excitement of the party. Okay. So that's what you tell her to do for the day. The outside job of the stylist is, for one, check the numbers of the party. Like every single morning you're checking the numbers of the party. The goal is 30. And tell her that, okay, we have 15 in the group. Remember, the goal is 30. Not everybody sees it. Okay. I go in and I tag each day on what on the engagement post of the day. So it depends. Just choose an engagement post in your party for the day and tag everybody in the party in that post. It makes sense to tag people in a post that you're asking for their feedback versus just tagging them in every post. And it's like, here are all the earrings that we have, right? And so you will get, that. The other important thing whenever people start answering that question is you want a conversation going on. So if someone says this, then respond back with, oh, I love this side too. Have you ever heard of Park Lane before? That's kind of the question that I ask on that first day that they start engaging. Have you ever heard of Park Lane before? Then they can come back, and just so you don't have to be asking this question within 2 minutes of them actually putting the comment in there. Think about it. If they comment at noon and then you go in there at 6 p.m. and ask them a question, guess what? They're back in your group hours later because that notification came through hours later. So now they've been in the group twice in the day versus just once in a 5-minute period because you were boom, boom, boom. That's different, I think, about Facebook now. You don't have to just live in there all day long. All right. So tag and respond back to their comments. And then the third thing for day 2 is you go hit the remind button on all the people that have been invited. So you check the group numbers, tag everybody in a post that's engaging, respond back like later on that day, go in. I do this at night, you guys, when I'm in bed. It's the last thing I do before I go to bed. And respond back to everybody's comments and then hit the remind button on all of those that have been invited. And I'm going to show this because many times I'll talk to stylists and we're deep diving into how to improve their parties. And many times it's getting more people in the group. And I'll ask how many people are your hostesses inviting? And they don't know. And it's because they don't know where the invited button is. So when you go into the members of your group, okay, you go into the members, go see all. At the very top, it says invited. You click on invited, and I've done this for this group because the party already happened. But right next to it, it says it says remind. There is a remind button right next to it, and you just go remind, 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 remind. And you have to do that. She can't do that. It's only an admin capability. And you don't want to have to ask her to do that because she's the fun hostess, right? She's not managing the party on the back end like you are. So that's day 2. There it is. That's it. So you check.
I was going to share what it looked like if the remind is there.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you guys can see that. Okay. So day 3, we've got, it's so funny. I just tried to move it, Allie, because I'm thinking I can control it. Okay. Day 3 is the day before the live. Guess what you do? Stylist job first thing in the morning, check group numbers. I want to stress. I tend to get frustrated, just going to be transparent, when I talk to some of you team members, and this is a learning thing because I had to learn it too. And you're like, my groups aren't growing. And I think we think sometimes that we just can go and do the thing one time and like think people are going to do the things. They aren't. So if you're just going into boards and you're copying and pasting and saying, I like to call this stoplight hostess coaching. If you're doing hostess coaching, your stoplight, like you're not taking it to its fullest advantage. And that probably will not impact your parties the way you're wanting it to. Hostess coaching will take you between 5 and 10 minutes a day, you guys. It is worth it. Okay. You're doing it on the go. Maybe you're doing this on top of another job. You're doing it as your primary while you're running kids, et cetera, running life. That's not that much time, but it takes more than stoplight hostess coaching. So you want to be tracking these group numbers and you can still be making impact on day 3. Okay. So check the group number. If it's not where you want it, which where I want it is 25 to 35 at least, I will ask her, number 1, just circling back, checking to make sure you got the individual text out yesterday. I know life can get crazy. Okay. I want you to like have stamped on your forehead, grace. Give people grace. People are busy. The things you might ask her to do once in the morning, on day 2, she could forget by the end of the day. she found out, her daughter, made a bad math grade and they just hired a tutor and, she's, worried about failing. Okay. This is like the stuff that I worry about. So something can come up that can derail them. And so give them grace. Don't assume number one, they did it, or number two, that they're not willing. They just need to be reminded of the why. So, this is the other daughter calling. Anyway, so, be sure she was able to send the message to, to 20 to 25, say, I understand life is busy. I just want to see if you were able to do that. If the group hasn't grown or it's grown by 1 or 2, I can promise you right now, she didn't do it. Does it mean she's a jerk? No, it means all the things I just said a minute ago. But that's how it's Murphy's Law. If they are sending that text to that many people with a link, the group will grow. Okay. If she did do that and you're still hovering around the 18 mark, 22 mark, whatever, have her invite another 25. Just say, look, this is not a big deal. Let's see if we can get, it's total quantity game. Like, can you go in and just click another 25? Let's see if we can get some more joining. Okay. So that's the first thing. Respond to comments. Okay. Go into the group. Like Allie said, respond, ask an open-ended question, or send a reminder. What I do on day 3, my automatic reminder is, hope to see you on the live tomorrow. Or are you going to be able to join us on the live tomorrow at 7, like whatever time it is. I will literally copy and paste that. And that is my response. I will do something personal. Like if they say, I love bracelets, girl, I'm going to show a ton of arm parties, copy paste. Are you going to be able to join us tomorrow at 8? I am constantly reminding them. Okay. So you want to do that. You've probably heard, I don't know, this concept was developed, I don't know, a year ago or so from, of course, probably somebody here on this call, sending out a message to all of the customers or members of the group the day before, asking them what type of jewelry they wear and doing a drawing for all that respond to that message. So I will do that message on day 3. I personally like to have it done on day 3 because I feel like it gives people time to then see their Facebook messages and respond to me. I used to do it on day 4, the day of the live, and I found that I was getting less responses because guess what? People get on with their busy life of that day. So I try to do it on day 3. Recognize the behavior that you want. You want participation. And so by them responding to you, it gives you a chance to then message them back. I always message them back with the Facebook party link. Okay. So I will say, and I have an automatic message saved in my phone on notes that basically, thanks for your response, helps me with what to show on the party tomorrow at 7 or tonight at 7 or whatever, day you end up responding. Here is the party group to make it easy for you to find. If you can imagine, how hard is it for you to go find a group? Sometimes I have a hard time even finding my own team page, my own VIP group. If I try to go actually search it and I don't have it pinned, I forget what it's called. These people are not going to remember. So I think it's another little catch-all that you include that link in the message. Oh gosh, we're at 12 o'clock. I just realized. Okay. From there, I use, like Allie mentioned earlier, you want to tag everybody in the group at least once a day. So the message that I have tagged for day 3 is when you go into members and it says in members, welcome 27 new members. I click that button. It automatically tags everybody. And I let them know, that I'm doing a drawing for everybody that responds to my message in Messenger. Check your Messenger and respond to me. That adorable image that I think Allie made is in boards under the Treasure Tribe boards. Okay. Many times I will have somebody, the hostess, message me and say, hey, Susan said she didn't get a message from you. Sometimes I miss them. But guess what? That means she's using that little incentive to remind her people to check, their messenger, and she's engaged in the group or she's engaged in the party. Okay. This is so key, y'all. This is so key. Like, pay attention right now. I hope you're still on. Remind your hostess on day 3 that tomorrow is reminder day, and ask her, what is a good time for you tomorrow to send reminder text messages? It will take 5 to 10 minutes, but I want to check your schedule. So so I'm sure you plan in that time. Nobody puts an online party on their calendar. So this is a crucial part to the party process. Ask her. I found through trial and error, when I sprung it on them in the morning, they're a scrub tech, they're work at Starbucks, serving people, they can't be on their phone. They work in a daycare, they can't be on their phone. All of a sudden you're throwing this out them. They're a teacher. What I have found when I ask them the day before, they will say things like, I have a conference period at 10:30. I'll do it then. Guess what? She's now marked it in her mind and she's committed to you that she's doing it. That is an essential part. Do not throw it on them. I've learned that through trial and error. Okay. So hostess's job. Okay. We talked about inviting another 25, posting them in the group once. And that's what I said to you guys with, check your messenger. That's my day 3 one. And then engage the post. Okay. Day 4, Allie.
That hostess post in the group, that's her posting something,
Oh,
right?
thank you. Okay.
Yeah, that's her posting something like, hope y'all come tomorrow, whatever. Okay. Day 4, that's the party day. Maybe, I was about to say, maybe I didn't get through this day. The hostess's job, all she does is send out reminders. That's the whole thing. And it's okay for her to check in, like Christy says, hey, just check in, were you able to get those reminders out? They might not answer you. I did this to my hostess last night. She never answered me, but she had people on the live. So she must have, because she never commented in the group ever. And I want you to know that just because there's not engagement in the group, it does not mean that the party cannot be phenomenal. It was a great party so far. I think I have 4 wish lists, and they're just a group of women that aren't living in Facebook, right? So she sent out her reminders, but that's basically her job, and to post in the group once. Okay. And that's what, just for her I send her exactly what to post in there. It's basically like, can't wait to see y'all date tonight. I mean, it's just super easy. Okay, so my job is to send her the words to send out. Okay, tag in one post. All right, this is meant to be a checklist. Okay, so this is like, you print this out front back, use it as a checklist. Tag in one post. I usually tag in the post that says today, the party days today. Again, it's relevant information for me to actually draw their attention to. Engage in the comments. Hope you can make it tonight at 7. Hope you can make it tonight at 7. Hope you can make it tonight at 7. You think you'll be able to make it tonight at 7. Okay. Copy, paste, try to make a little bit different every time. Later in the day, double check to see if the hostess has also sent the reminders. I know I can sound like a broken record. I did that last night with Sonia. I never heard back from her yesterday when I sent her the reminder text to send out. So I'm sitting not at the football game. Actually, I'm sitting at the football game because I use StreamYard. I think Tish, is she on this call? Maybe she's not on camera, but someone's logged in as Tish. Maybe it's Tish. It's you. No, yours says Christy Goodman. Maybe it's.
I changed it. I changed my name.
Okay. So anyway, I was streaming the party last night and I'm at the football game and I'm like, hey, Sonia, just wanted to double check. I realized I never heard back from you. Were you able to get those messages out? I know I sound like a broken record. It's a game changer. Nobody puts this stuff on their calendar. Okay. She must have. She had 8 people watching her party. She never commented in the group once. Okay. So she did her job for the most part. Later. Okay. So 30 minutes before the party, I do this and I recommend doing this. I message her. I don't know. Sometimes it's 5 minutes for the party, you guys. Sometimes it's 3 minutes for the party, but it is good to give her a heads up. I'm excited about your party. Yes.
Can I chime in? I want you guys, okay, I'm gonna actually, I know we're going late, but y'all, this is really actually a very key part of this process. Type a 10 in the comments if you've ever had a party and the hostess doesn't show up live. I have 2. I'm going to type a 10 because I'm
going to do this because my screen's shared.
Okay.
I can't do it.
And you're like so irritated. Like, seriously? Okay. Here is a huge step that will prevent this. Okay, go ahead, Allie.
So before the 30 minutes for the party, message your hostess. And you can voice message it I also have it copy pasted so I can text it too. But okay, I'm getting ready for your party. I'm so excited about it. I need your help on 3 things. I say 3 things. I don't know. There might be 4 things listed here. Or I need your help on a couple of things. So when I get started, tag your friends in the comments of the live. I will not pop up live for them. Facebook used to do that when we first started doing these Facebook parties 2 years ago, just because they were in the group, it would say Ali Santano is live, but not anymore because I'm not Facebook friends with them. So it's great. It gets my hostess involved. She's more involved. So tag your friends in the live. It'll help them find the video. They're thinking it's going to jump out on them and it's not. So it helps them find the video. And as people join, welcome them like, oh, welcome Jennifer. Thanks for joining. It makes it very like she knows Jennifer is on. Okay. Or Jennifer knows that her hostess, her friend knows that she's on. And then comment a lot. Your comments will add a ton of energy to the party. I'll ask a question here and there. And have you ever heard of it? And are you sparkle or, shiny gold or matte gold? Or I don't know, sometimes questions just pop in my head just to ask. Are you a dainty girl? Are you kind of more of a statement necklace girl? Tell me, do dainty or statement in the comments. When I ask those questions, answer them, because if you are, then your friends are. If you're silent, then your friends will be silent and it'll just kind of seem like you're bored with the whole, which I know you're not because we're doing the party. I kind of make fun of myself. Like it'll kind of seem like you think I'm boring. And then after the party, you can do this before the party if you think about it, but this is something that I've changed. Sending thank you images to the hostess because it gets her involved. It keeps your communication open between how many orders is coming in. The difference between this and you just going in and thanking them is that if she's not living in that Facebook group, she has no idea how many orders are coming in. If you text her, okay, got another order, send her a screenshot of who ordered. Then she's like, okay, now we're at 3. Okay, now we're at 4. Okay, she's acutely aware of the number going up. Okay. And then, so that's before the party. Okay. Like right before the party, tag your friends in the comments, welcome friends as they get on, and, add a lot of commenting and stuff to the party. So that is the day of the live. And that's, to me, all these things are non-negotiable. So is it always perfect? No, not for me. Not for me. For sure. Sometimes I'm not sending that, what kind of jewelry do you wear message until the morning of? And you know what? It is what it is. And it might say, what kind of jewelry do you wear? Hope you can make it tonight. Maybe I forget to tag somebody in a post. And so I'll tag them in the next day. Sometimes I forget to comment in the group. Well, that just means that I make sure I have more posts to go through and comment on all of them. So, I don't know if this has been helpful, Christy, if you think we left anything out. We're at 10 minutes after 12 now, but this was intended to be a checklist ahead of time. So thoughts, questions.
Let me ask this, put the words helpful in the chat if this was helpful, because, we constantly are all trying to tweak, improve, reevaluate. Ali, what is some of our coaching talk about? Like assessing. It's not, you say it all the time, like going back and looking at what you've done and reassessing.
You'll
think about it. Anyway, it's important for us to do that. So, I will miss a step, forget a step, and not do it for a whole month. Like we are all guilty of that. That's why we know that yes, we can get a copy of this checklist, Cammie, absolutely. That's why Ali was trying to make it into a 1-pager. So I'm glad we actually went through this. The document has not been shared yet, Connie. Ali just really created it on maybe Saturday. We were doing
Saturday
this on
afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah. So we haven't shared
and
it
then
yet.
I went and focused on double for myself. I'm sorry, everybody. I put my oxygen mask on. So now that that's over, I'll share it.
But it's a really important topic for us to continue to share. So next week we will share non-negotiables during the party. Okay. These are non-negotiables prior to the party. And I want you to really do a temperature check here. Are you stoplight hostess coaching? You don't have to answer in the chat. If you want to, you can. But if you are, maybe you thought that's all it took. You're in the learning process. This is like this is a total progression of learning. Allie and I have been doing online parties for 2.5 years now. We were clueless in the beginning. My first party had 0 orders. The next one I think had 1, and I think the next 2. So like it is a process of learning all of this. But if you are stoplight hostess coaching, you will not have the success that you want. It does take more time, 5 to 10, 15 minutes a day, but you're going to see the difference and it's going to make it all worth it.
Connie's
So-
reminding us that we'll be in Aruba next Thursday. So
Oh,
maybe,
shoot.
so maybe next Thursday.
No, Connie, I'd be drinking a pina colada at 12 in the morning. So,
On the
no.
plane, pina colada.
And a Bloody Mary.
Well, yeah.
And liquid IV, just FYI. But so anyways, I'm not sure when the next will be shared, but we will get non-negotiable during the party to you soon. Actually, Allie and I will be doing it on our coffee and on our system Saturdays, but I know not all of you guys are on those. So, okay. And Regina, go check the Dreamcatcher page. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Sorry we went over. We really, we promised each other we would stay on our agenda and we just got too excited about hearing you guys' stories and we took way longer, but that's okay. That's all good stuff.
Well,
The
I
Big
like
Game Blitz
hearing
is at
from,
10 a.m. Central.
I think we come together to chat over coffee, not listen to 2 people talk forever. I got
Exactly.
water. So,
All
okay,
right,
y'all are
guys. Thank y'all.
amazing. Thank you.
Go put your orange pillows on your couch, Cammie. I know you got orange pillows. I know Cammie has got that house decked for fall. So, all right, y'all. See you later. Bye.
Bye.